I know everybody wants to save a dollar. I know drivelines are expensive, but the quality parts do cost more. And, you know, you're not saving a dollar when they don't work. Hi, Jim from JE Real Driveline here, and we're going to talk a little bit about some parts. And there's some truth to you get what you pay for. We've been working with a customer that had bought this product, okay? Or this is ours, I'm sorry. This is the product he bought. And as you can see, this is some kind of yoke that's been modified compared to the factory type yoke. So you look at this shoulder here. So this is something that's been machined down, but it doesn't work. This is only getting about 22, 23 degrees. It's supposed to get 30 to 32. Okay? So there's something wrong internally. This one will go till the parts touch. This one, you push it all the way up, the parts don't even touch. So you can't grind it to let it go further. Internally, it's wrong. I know everybody wants to save a dollar. I know drivelines are expensive, but the quality parts do cost more. And, you know, you're not saving a dollar when they don't work. The customer put these on, and they wouldn't work in his Jeep. He took it back to have it repaired, gave the shop a chance to do it. They told him there's nothing wrong. So he came to us. We're finding plenty wrong, okay? The parts are not made to the standard. We'd like to actually take them apart, but we want him to have them to take back to where he got them and see about his refund. So on this one, we were able to grind it for him and get the degrees it's supposed to come out of the box. But to pay somebody to sit here and grind on this when you could have bought the proper part to start with and a quality part, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, if the quality's that bad on their manufacturing and their machine work and the fit, what kind of quality is the metal, the material? Is it going to hold up or is it going to break? Let me show you something here. If you look here, down to the weld, we have 9.40 or 0.940. And if you look here to the center of the weld, we have 0.735. Okay, this part is made wrong. There's more material inside, and they've shortened the pen more than likely, and it doesn't articulate all the way. I'm suspecting that since they're off from here up here, that this whole thing is longer. And if the pen's gotten shorter, this hits inside instead of going out here, see, when it's on the gimbal. So the parts are critical, and there's a lot of parts on the market now from all over, and not all of them are quality. You need to stick with Spicer or Napco. We prefer Napco over Spicer. We just have better luck with them. But, you know, just because it's got Spicer U-joints doesn't mean the rest of it is okay. So, you know, make sure you're getting good parts. If you take and measure let's go from center of U-joint to the edge. We've got about 700 thousandths. If you go from center of U-joint to the edge of this one, okay, right here, we're about the same, about 40 thousandths more, but up in here, it's got a steeper ramp than this one does, which means it's going to hit the web inside the H-yoke sooner, okay? And that would be this part here, this webbing, okay?
I'm Scott at JE Reel. I'm the manager here. We actually tried clearancing and trying to get more angle out of these. First thing we did, we zeroing this thing out. And then we're checking the angle here, which it's only getting like 23 degrees, which on a double carbon CV is just not enough. So these parts are just not, they don't get the quality that they should. Like when you're starting off with parts that aren't quality, we're getting enough out of this, which I'll show you here in a second, where it needs to get clearanced and ground out, where you shouldn't have to do that with a regular drive shaft. You should be able to have the enough angle, where this is only getting that. Well, it's only 23. Out of the box, this should get 32 degrees, 32 degrees. So again, we're putting that one out to 0, and then this is just another stock shaft, and you can see it's getting 32 degrees, where we didn't have to do any clearancing or modifications to that at all. On this drive shaft, where we actually clearanced some on that CV, this one we can't even clearance it because there'd be no point, because if you clearance it, it's not hitting anywhere. There's no binding anywhere. So these parts internally are wrong. The dimensions are wrong, so they're not hitting. They're hitting too soon before, which makes them bind and not get enough angle.
This one started at 21 degrees. We were able to grind it to get some clearance, but still not what it should be. And it works rough, and this one works rough. This finally, equaled the standard piece, but this one works smooth and nice. This one, you try to oscillate it, it's not very good. It's really hard to move. And I mean, you put that in a vise, you can force it, but if I can sit here and hold this one and not fight it, this one should be the same. Internally, these parts are wrong. You don't want this to be loose, but you certainly don't want it to be glitchy and hard to move. That turns into friction and heat. And that's the biggest enemy against any moving part, whether it's an engine, a transmission, an axle, or a driveline. Heat and friction wear things out. So I don't know where he got these. I don't know what parts they are for sure. Like I say, I'd like to tear them down and know more about them, but the man wants to take them back and try to get a refund, and I certainly don't blame him. They don't work and they're not right. So remember, there is some truth to you get what you pay for. And in Drivelines, the quality people are making quality parts. And, there's a lot of stuff coming up now that's cheap and it doesn't work. Whether it's a CV or it's loose splines, sloppy fit, or just the dimensions are wrong and it just doesn't work proper. So anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if this has helped you, share it. Let others get some help and understand better what they need to do for their off-road drivelines. We hope to see you. We hope we've helped you understand some things. And, if you're not going to buy from us, buy from a reputable quality driveline shop. Thank you. Have a good day.